the table. It's a surprise stream today. We figured since we're about to fall back an hour for daylight savings time, we would spend our extra hour with you. And together. You know, you guys don't get to see Mom on screen very often, but today we decided to share some time together and learn how to play Storyfold Wildwoods by Open Owl Games. This is a solo game, so I figure there's no pressure. Mom doesn't have to feel like she has to compete. We can just hang out, have a good time, and then Wally has to go out because that's what he does. He's a troll, and whenever Mom and I are sitting at the table together, that's when he has to come ask to make us get up and do it. Our lives revolve around this dog. Anyway, we've got the full package deal here. I bought the full meal deal for Storyfold because I thought, you know, I always like having a good table presence. So we got some cool resin dice here, and I've already got those in here in the box. And we've got this cool collectible miniature. I have no idea if we need to use it for anything. It might mark our position in the story. I don't know yet. We're going to learn that together today. We also got some cool little pins and a sticker and this cool little artwork of Brom and Luma going into the woods. We also got this pack of cards here. I don't know if these are extra cards or if they're alternate art or promotional or whatever they are, but we have a few extra cards here, and maybe we'll come across them in the game while we're playing it and see if we can replace them. I don't even know how sleeves for these cards. I better go digging through my box here pretty soon and see if I have any. In the meantime, we'll give you a downward look here. Let's see, perfect. So we've got our view here for the two of us, and we have the game. So this is really cool. It opens like a book, so it has little edging like a book. Make it look like it's pages, and it's got a spine and everything here. So I'm hoping. I think that the idea here is that Storyfold is a series, and Wildwoods happens to be one of the books in it, but you know, it has stories in it, and it'll develop some more. So we'll have to see. I look forward to being able to see if they go further with this, because I'm hoping it's a good experience. I'm looking for some solo experiences, so that way I can, you know, have some filter content. And I do. Hey, come on now, cool it. All he wants to do is just go and bark at people.
Quiet.
So, let's look in the book box. It's got a nice magnetic clasp. So I can open it up here and see. We've got our rules reference, of course. There's a quick reference on the back, and we'll be going through this. Mom will be graciously helping me read my book. Here, Mom.
Okay.
There is no plan here. This is just we're sitting down and playing the game. We'll see what happens as we go. We have the Wildwoods story guide here with a little bit of the story elements here. Now this opens up. I don't know if what I see here is supposed to represent what goes on the board here, but it does show card spaces on the neoprene, and these do kind of line up to them. So I don't know how it's intended to line up yet. We'll have to see.
Did you read the front page?
No.
Oh.
I haven't read anything. I was just opening up the box to show what's in here.
Oh.
So it might be helpful for us to take some of these elements out. I think this is the save tray. So there's a tray here when you're in the middle of the game that you can actually save your progress. So if you're in the middle of something, you put cards in certain places to help you set up later. So there's that. And then we have in here all of the different card packs. So there's a prologue, there's chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we've got a bunch of tokens here that we'll show you here in a minute.
Leave this one out.
Well, yeah, for sure. And then we have our pretty resin dice that we bought.
They're pretty.
They are. They've got some nice inclusions in them to make them, you know, nice and shiny. They do have a nice light dark effect, kind of like the whole game. The whole game kind of has that theme of light and dark a little bit. There's a bunch of 8s. There's a bunch of 8s, and there's a 10 and a 12. So they kept it to a minimum number of dice. The number of 8s in here is unusual. I mean, I'm not a cleric, but apparently I'm going to be one today.
And then, yeah, we will pull these tokens out, and then that will allow us to set the box aside for the time being, I think. There are some things in there I should probably look into pulling out real quick. You see them in there. You can't tell. It says, do not open. What does it say?
This deck contains 5 challenge cards, which increase the difficulty of Storyfold Wildwoods. We recommend waiting until you have completed the game once to add these cards to the game.
Okay. Well, then we will do as it says. Do not open. So we have everything out of the box now, so I'll set that aside. And I really do need to jump into my box of sleeves real quick here and see if there's not something I can do.
We can play without sleeves once.
What? Blasphemy. You must protect the cards. Not exactly. I have lots of sleeves. And I know a guy who sells more.
Shall I open the prologue cards?
Certainly. I don't know if these are American Standard or not. We'll find out. Also have Euro card, US Chimera. A whole bunch of different partial packs of sleeves because I feel like you're not a gamer until you've got multiple packs of sleeves floating around, desperately waiting to be used. If I even have enough of them. We'll have to see.
Is that how it works? Is that why there's so many open packages?
Oh, yes. Because they just sell them in numbers. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to use all that number all at once. So
I have failed.
there's a little strip here. You try to go for this?
I couldn't find the strip.
Oh.
Open.
Hey. Good.
I assumed that would be, there'd be a spot to pull and I can't find it.
You're not wrong.
So I was trying to go on the end.
It seems like, yeah.
I was failing.
Well, you know what?
Yes.
Dad has to do it for that.
That's what I figured. That's why I handed it over, Dad.
Thanks, Mom. Wow. These cards are interesting. They just have a black background. There's like nothing on that.
Interesting.
Return this card to the game box. When returning cards from the prologue to the game box, place them with this card. Okay? So, before we get too deep into these cards, let's let the book tell us some things, shall we?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have something to read there?
It says to learn how to play the game, open the storybook to prologue, Call of the Wild, and follow the instructions on that page.
There we go. Many moons ago. So you get to have a story. Hey, Bronco. How are you? Glad to have you this evening. I hear that your grandmother was delivered to the airport successfully after an odd cancellation/delay. So I heard an interesting story about that. It seemed weird, but I hope that you've been having an excellent Saturday. We are spending our daylight savings time hour with all of you. And we're going to tell you a story. It's story time. I keep looking up there because that's where I usually blow the camera. Camera's here. We're going to tell you a story. Many moons ago, in a world of light and shadow,
Just a little more for the camera.
there was a girl named Luma and a dog named Polly.
Oh goodness, I have to tip it up. Luna stood at the edge of the river, enjoying the crisp morning. The gentle sounds of flowing water calmed her as the sun's early rays warmed her face, and a light breeze caressed her hair like a playful hand. She savored the moment and sighed.
Suddenly, a cold gust of wind sent a flurry of leaves past Luma. She watched as the swirling petals settled atop the water, forming a trail from her feet to the forest beyond the bank. The leaves glowed with a soft, luminescent light, beckoning her to approach. Heart pounding, Luma knelt, hesitated, and then scooped a single leaf into her palm. A flash of light burst from her wrist. Luma's eyes widened as the world seemed to shift around her, and a vision arose from the depths of her mind.
She saw a young woman and an infant giggling amongst the tall grass of a forest glen. Nearby, a large, majestic deer grazed peacefully until, suddenly, it raised its head sharply as if startled by some unseen danger. Then as quickly as the vision appeared, it dispersed into shadow, leaving only an echo of distant howls. Gasping, Luma found herself back at the river, where a low, rumbling growl drew her attention to the powerful bear at her side. It nuzzled Luma's hand with a gentle affection. It was her, again, Brom.
She's talking. Wally, hush.
I didn't pick that up. It was her again, Brom, she whispered as her fingers stroked the aging bear's silvery white fur.
The visions had begun several moons ago, each time leaving her more unsettled. Something seemed familiar about the visions, but she could not place her finger on what. For as long as Luma could remember, she had lived at the river's edge, caring for the creatures who came to drink its cool, clear water. In all that time, Brom had been at her side, caring for her as she cared for the river. Any memories from a time before the river remained distant, impenetrable, much like the dark forest beyond.
But now, something stirred in the shadows, like a festering wound spreading deep within the forest. Critters fled the woods in panic. The river had turned foul, and flowers in full bloom wilted overnight. More worrisome, Eek, their playful squirrel friend, had not returned from his latest trip into the forest. Luma looked at Brom, who stared back in expectation. She could not wait any longer. The creatures are suffering, Luma thought, but she had never dared to cross the river before.
Welcome to Storyfold Wildwoods. When you're ready, find the deck of cards that says Prologue on the front and read Prologue Card 1 to begin your journey. Prologue Card 1. Do not shuffle. This should go in here, however. This will go right in that spot. Unless instructed otherwise, return these cards to the game box after reading and resolving the instructions on each side. Flip this card. Welcome to Storyfold Wildwoods. Could they make this print any smaller?
Yeah, I'm going to say, it's kind of tiny.
In Wildwoods, you play as a young girl,
Luma and her bear companion,
Brom, who set out to heal the forest from a dark and mysterious shadow. The story of Wildwoods is experienced across 5 chapters. Each time you play, you will progress through scenes until you finish the chapter. This introductory chapter is the prologue, and it consists of 2 scenes, crossing the river and into the dark. Read Prologue Card 2. The left and right panels of the storybook are known as your dashboard, and the pages you flip through form the scenes. Together, these will include all of the information you will need to play Wildwoods. Flip. This kind of makes me think of those old storybooks that had the tape or the record, if you go back far enough, that you played with it, and it says, every time you turn the page when you hear this sound, or whatever sound it plays, right? Turn the storybook page to Scene 1, Crossing the River. The top page of each scene includes story text, instructions for setup, shadow effects, and the Luma prevails and the shadow prevails outcomes. First read the story text for crossing the river, then follow the setup instructions for the scene. Read scene setup. Okay. So.
yeah.
Green. Despite her apprehension, Luma follows Brom as he lumbered toward the path of glowing leaves at the river's edge. With the vision still fresh in her mind, Luma couldn't help but think about the deer. It seemed so frightened. Fear began to well up from somewhere deep inside Luma, pressing against her heart. Wally!
Quiet.
No. She reached for Brom, grasping his fur tightly as together they stepped into the water.
She's riding on Brom.
Yep.
We have the miniature. Okay, so it says, first read the story, then follow the setup instructions for the scene. Read scene setup. All the cards needed for this prologue chapter are included in the prologue deck. Be sure not to shuffle it and follow the instructions on the cards closely to learn how to play. Each chapter will include its own deck of cards to be placed in the chapter space. Place the prologue deck in the chapter space on the left dashboard and draw prologue card 3. So I'm going to, for the time being, I'm going to position this here.
Mm-hmm.
Because that seems to line up with these spaces.
Yep.
Don't be confused. That says Brom, not Boone.
Yeah, I see that.
Boone, 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 Brom.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's these 3, 4, 5, and 6 plus. And then there are these 3, I don't know what these are for. And then we have our card positions here. And then this says used dice. So this space here is for the used dice. So the playmat really does help guide you as far as like where your setup goes. And so this says put this here. And then draw prologue card 3.
It's not 3, is it?
Well, it's the third card.
This is card 3.
Oh, we didn't read this one yet. Oh, flip this card. Okay, so we did this one. This should go to the back. I'm going to take these off of here, I guess, since there's a backer. Where'd the backer card go? Right there? Yes. So I think that the back of that card is basically kind of like a blank to hide whatever's happening on the back of that deck.
Yeah.
So then we got this one, and then we did this one. And we drew prologue card 3.
Throughout the prologue, you will be instructed to take certain cards from this deck and place them on or around the storybook as indicated. Take the next card, the Luma card, and place it in the Luma space on the left dashboard so that the Luma and Brom side is face up.
Now there is a Luma and Brom card here also. Is it different from that one?
This says take the next card.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, if you flip it over, it says Luma. I'm just wondering if it says the same thing. Luma summoned her courage and confronted the shadows alone.
Yep.
During the Luma phase, you may spend something from any action card to reroll 1 die. So this card is identical to that card. This says P36.
There's this.
Okay. I have no idea what these cards are for. Cool. Okay, so it says
to put it on the Luma.
put the Luma card on the Luma space with the Luma and Brom side face up. Okay, yep, you got it.
Take the Brom card and place it below the Brom space on the left dashboard so that the protect side is face up.
Must be that.
Flip the card. Next, take the 4 action cards, Explore, Light, Help, and Heal, and place them face up below the storybook in the order shown below. Now, Explore, Light, Help, and Heal.
And these are also in this stack. So there's like this little extra set of cards that were included in here for some reason.
They look the same.
They do look the same, so I really don't know. I don't know what they're for. Curious.
The 4 numbered spaces, 3+, 4+, 5+, and 6+, and the 3 blank spaces, I would say is a minus, I guess, along the bottom of the storybook from the river. The start of the river.
Place them face up with 4 numbered spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this forms the river.
Yes.
Okay, this is the river. Got it.
Yeah, form the river.
Okay.
The start of the river begins at the 3+ space, and the end of the river is the space immediately to the right of the last card in the river.
This says if there are 7 cards in the river and you're forced to draw a creature card, discard that card and lose something equal to its spirit value instead. Okay. I guess that means there are going to be additional cards here. Maybe you have to clear them out. I don't know. We'll find out.
The start of the river begins at the 3+ space. Yeah, and I just read that. Sorry.
I do apologize.
As you play, cards will move and slide frequently within the river.
Okay. Read prologue card 4.
Take the shadow card and place it in the shadow space on the left dashboard so that the lost side is face down. Take the 2 explore cards, berries and mud, and place them face down in the explore space on the right dashboard in any order.
Face down?
Yep, face down in the explore space.
In any order, so you just like shuffle them?
I guess.
Okay.
Take the 2 creature cards. I don't know how to say that.
Waldvark?
And cry.
Cry? Sure. Why not cry?
And place them face down in the creature space on the right dashboard with the cry card on top.
You made me cry.
I mean, what's 2 A's together?
Cry? Cry.
And place them, yeah. Take the crystal tokens,
Here's what these are.
location markers, and stun tokens.
Here's what all these are.
Yep, and place them in their corresponding spaces on the right dashboard.
Ah, I see. Crystals, location markers, stun tokens. Okay. These are stun tokens, I guess.
Yes. There's a picture on the bottom of this card. Sorry.
Oh, that would have been helpful. But that's good. Alright, so we got these. These are location markers.
Yep. And the crystals are a little easier to figure out.
Yep.
Yeah, the other ones are the stuns.
Stun. There's a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough space for these. Gonna have to put some effort into kind of flattening this out because there's a little bit of a curl to it that is messing with placements. That's fine. I'll just stop these up. Ooh, I got these other things.
Well, and now it says card 5.
Okay.
Take the 5 8-sided dice and place them next to the used dice space on the right dashboard.
Okay. We've not earned those yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The 10-sided and 12-sided dice remain in the game box. In later chapters, you can earn these dice by helping the critters of the forest.
Aww. Back in the box with you.
Flipping the card. For the prologue, we are starting with Reduced Spirit. Take the spirit marker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And place it on the spirit track, left dashboard, in the 4th space from the right, as shown. Shown below.
Yep.
Finally, take the light and shadow markers and place them in their starting spaces on the Wildwoods track as shown below. Yep. How'd you read?
We are now ready to begin playing. As Luma, you will play through scenes by exploring unique locations, healing corrupted creatures, helping various critters, and attempting to bring light back to the forest. Depending on the choices you make as you play, your journey through the Wildwoods will be made easier as you help restore the light, or more difficult as the shadow closes in. The top page of each scene describes the 2 ways in which a scene ends. Either Luma prevails or the shadow prevails. For this scene, Luma prevails once you have resolved the onward location. Let's get started. Read prologue card 7.
That's a lot of reading.
I mean, it's a story.
Yeah. Can you hear us okay?
I would hope so. At least the microphone's on.
And
My comments were responded to, so
Yes.
I should hope so. Which is far better than I did last Monday. Okay. I need to put a little sign. Look here. Look here. Okay. Each turn consists of 2 phases, the Luma phase and the shadow phase. During the Luma phase, you control Luma's actions. Each Luma phase begins by retrieving all dice from the used dice space and placing them in front of you. Those are your available dice. Ooh.
2.
How's that help? With the lighting?
Yeah, I can't. It's just a glare for me. So
I could,
there we go.
I could reduce that too. I suppose it's on
Nope,
full.
that works for me.
Okay. We have all of our available dice. Flip this card. The Luma phase continues by performing actions until you have used all of your available dice. The actions you can perform are represented by your 4 action cards: Explore, Light, Help, and Heal. Each action card has 2 abilities, a top ability and a bottom ability. We are going to focus on learning how to use the top abilities for now. Read prologue card 8.
To perform an action, you will first choose an action card and pull it toward you. Next, you will select either the top or bottom ability on the card and target of your attempt.
Sorry. What?
Next, you will select either the top or bottom ability on the card and the target of your attempt. Finally, you will roll any number of your available dice and attempt to gain successes. Let's see how this works. For your first action, let's choose the Explore action card. Exploring the Wildwoods allows us to resolve explore locations found in the scene.
So it does show us things here, and I guess it kind of looks like they're color coded.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get 2 successes on a purple, which is explore, then you could move to onward, I guess. But we'll have to see. That seems very simple.
Scenes contain both explore locations and help locations, distinguished by color and symbol, as you just pointed out. The color.
They did a good job.
Some locations are connected by a line, requiring you to resolve them in order from left to right.
So there's a line right here.
Using the top ability of the Explore action card, we will attempt to resolve the Explore location cross.
Okay.
The Explore location cross requires 2 successes to resolve, represented by the number of colored dots.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2 purple
Yep.
dots on this card,
Yep.
and on there.
Next prologue card.
Since we need at least 2 successes to resolve the cross location, let's choose 3 of your available dice to roll and attempt to get 2 or more successes. Do I need to roll these in?
I do.
They're pokey.
They are sharp. Yes. They are sharp edged.
You don't want to roll them.
I will roll them.
Well, I meant I don't want to do it in my hand or on the table because I'm going to make a mess.
Sure. So I got the tower out. So we're going to do 3?
Yes. And then we have to read.
2, a 7, and an 8.
Okay, we choose 3 of the available dice to roll and attempt to get 2 or more successes. Because your Explore action card is currently in the 3+ space of the river, each die you roll needs a result of 3 or higher to count as 1 success.
So we have 2 successes. They show that they were indicating you rolled 2 successes also.
Throughout the prologue only, if you do not roll enough successes, you may roll again until you do. We will explain later what normally happens if you fail to roll enough successes.
Dun dun dun.
Hooray! You have rolled enough successes to resolve the cross location. Place a location marker onto the cross location to indicate it has been resolved.
A location marker. That's this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you put it up here on top because it covers up the little shape.
Yep.
Okay. Draw story card 1. I'm assuming it's in that deck.
Well, this is prologue.
Well, okay. Oh, maybe they're going to get to it here in just a moment. This says read prologue card 10. Yeah.
After this.
Hey, I just threw it. We're just getting ahead.
When a location is resolved, immediately read and follow the location's text.
Draw story card 1.
The cross location instructs us to draw story card 1. Take story card 1 from the prologue deck and flip it over to reveal the card. I will let you do that.
A cold splash. Brom entered the chilly water without hesitation. For Luma, the bracing cold was a stark reminder that the warmth and safety of home would soon be left behind. Brom paused to glance at Luma. Then, with an encouraging snort, he pushed forward. Whatever awaited them on the other side, they would face it together. On play, draw 1 creature card, then read prologue card 11.
Okay, this is the flip side of this
10.
one, of 10.
Mm-hmm.
As you play, story cards will tell the story of Luma and her journey through the Wildwoods. Mini cards also include an on-play effect that must be resolved immediately after you have drawn the card.
So, draw 1 creature card.
What's it say to do?
Then read prologue card 11.
Okay. The on-play effect of story card 1 instructs us to draw 1 creature card. Take the top creature card from the creature deck and flip it over to reveal the creature. A corrupted cry. Many creatures of the Wildwoods are under the influence of the shadow. These creatures will take away your spirit and disrupt your plans.
Okay.
That's the card.
Mm-hmm.
When a creature card is drawn, immediately play it by resolving the on-play effect found on the creature card.
On play, enter the river. So it goes down here. So that's the river, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shows it being played next to heal.
Okay.
Yep.
Then read prologue card 12. Does this go in here, I presume?
I don't know. It didn't say. Did it?
It says draw 1 creature card and read prologue card 11. After that point, I imagine you want to leave it in the stack because
Probably.
it tells you to draw that card. If you ever want to flip it over and do it again.
Prologue card 12. To finish the action, first return all dice you rolled for this action to the used dice base.
Okay.
Then take the action card you used, the Explorer card, and move it to the end of the river.
Does that mean so here?
Right. Yes. Finally, slide all of the cards in the river to the left so there are no empty spaces between cards. Your river should look like the picture below. So yeah, light is first. Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't done as much vocalization for now.
We still have 2 available dice, so you can perform another action. This time, let's choose the Help action card and attempt to resolve the Untangle Help location, which requires only 1 success. Help locations allow you to ask the critters of the Wildwoods for assistance or even help them in return. Some locations, like Untangle, are not required for Luma to prevail, but provide additional rewards if resolved. Begin by pulling the Help action card toward you. Your Help card is currently in the 4+ space of the river, which means each die you roll needs to be a 4 or higher to count as 1 success. Roll both of your remaining dice. Again, for the sake of the prologue, if you do not roll 1 or more successes, roll again until you do. What do you get?
I can't see it.
A 1 and an 8.
Did you keep the 8 and then re-roll the 1?
You don't have to reroll anything. You only need 1 success.
Oh.
has 1 dot.
Oh.
You did it! Place the location marker on the untangle location. The untangle location's benefit instructs us to gain 2 crystals. Crystals contain the gratitude of creatures. Destroying everything. And critters. Pardon me. Creatures and critters. Because they're different.
Okay.
I'm making a joke. And can be used to add additional successes to your rolls. When gaining crystals, take them from the crystal space and place each one on top of any of your 4 action cards. For now, let's choose to place both crystals on the light action card. You have to predetermine them? Wow. Okay, interesting. Until spent, crystals stay on and move with their action cards in the river. So when you get crystals, you have to assign them to cards. You don't like keep them in a bank or anything to spend loosely. It's not a wild per se. Let's finish this action by once again returning all rolled dice to the used space. Then take your chosen action card, help, and move it to the end of the river. Finally, slide all cards in the river to the left so that there are no empty spaces between cards. This process is called cleaning up the river. Now that you have used all of your available dice, it is time to begin the shadow phase. During the shadow phase, the corrupted creatures of the Wildwoods attempt to drain you of your spirit and disrupt your plans. Watch out! The shadow phase begins by activating each creature in the river once, starting from left to right. Currently, there is 1 creature in your river, the Cryie. When a creature is activated, it attacks. You will lose spirit equal to the amount shown on the creature's card. The Cryie causes you to lose 1 spirit. Move your spirit marker 1 space to the right on the spirit track.
1 space to the right.
Mm-hmm. If you are ever instructed to lose more spirit than you have remaining, you are overwhelmed by the shadow. When this happens, you must continue losing spirit from the start of the spirit track and then draw a shadow card. Shadow cards represent Luma's inner turmoil. If you are ever forced to draw the final shadow card, the shadow prevails. So we need to, you did. We lost 1. Finally, resolve the after activation effect on the Cryie card, which instructs us to move the Cryie 1 space toward the start of the river. When a card enters the river or moves into a space that already contains a card, in this example, heal, it forces that card to move 1 space to the right. After each creature has activated, the shadow phase continues. Advance the shadow marker 1 space toward the center of the Wildwoods track.
So these cards have to switch places, basically?
Yeah, so the Cryie is moving up 1 space towards the front of the river, which forces its other cards back. Basically, they make your cards more expensive. And or make them inaccessible, I guess, if they're out here. I don't know. Advance the shadow marker 1 space toward the center of the Wildwoods track.
I read it.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Okay.
Making treats for a special lady's birthday on Monday. I think we know who that is. We'll be delivering them to her tomorrow. Very nice. Yes, I heard there was a birthday. I had to shuffle my game schedule twice to make sure that the birthday was accounted for another player for one of our games.
Uh-huh.
Well, and somebody else's request also. But that wasn't for that next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I
Yes.
interrupted.
Anyway. Okay, so, and we advanced the shadow token. Don't know what that's for. Some spaces on the track have unique icons that trigger various shadow effects, which are described in the scene setup. Oh, it is. Shadow effects. I draw one creature card. Well, that's not great. After advancing the shadow marker, look above its base for any shadow effect icons. For this shadow effect, you are instructed to draw one creature card. Draw the remaining creature card and resolve its on-play effect. On-play 6+. So it goes into the 6+ space of the river, which moves the Explore and Help cards one space to the right. So it sticks itself in.
Okay.
Yeah. Read prologue card 17.
Okay. After advancing the shadow marker and resolving any shadow effects, the shadow phase ends. It's time to begin another Luma phase. Start the Luma phase by retrieving all dice from the used dice phase. For your first action, let's choose the light action card and attempt to light a creature.
No doubt. How many? Oh, I see. So the creatures have.
There's pictures here.
Yeah, I'm looking at the icons. Interestingly enough, it shows a mixture. So this one shows one light and one heal. And this shows one light and two heal, based on the colors of the cards. It also looks like it gives you crystals when you fix them. We will find out.
To light a creature, first pull the light card towards you and choose the creature you wish to light.
I think it tells us in this case, but it makes sense when we hear that one.
Let's choose the Waldark because it will cause you to lose more spirit than the cry when it activates.
This is true. Because we'll lose 3 for it instead of 1, and that would take us around the shadow, the loop, and draw a shadow card.
After choosing which creature to light, count how many yellow dots are on the bottom left of the creature card. This is the number of successes you need in order to light the creature.
Yep.
The light card is currently in the 3+ space, and we need 1 success to light the Waldark. Choose to roll 2 dice and get at least 1 success.
We got a 4 and an 8. We got 2 successes.
Oops. Success! When you light a creature, first move it to the end of the river, then place a stun token on the card. Now when the creature activates, you won't lose spirit.
I'm assuming that when you do that, we need to slide down.
Don't forget to finish your action and clean up the river. Return rolled dice, move the light action card to the end of the river, and close the gaps.
And we didn't use the crystals on it, we just rolled the dice, right? These count as additional successes, is what it said?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So when it has a light token on it, it won't cause you to lose spirit, that's what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and down here it says, remember until crystals are spent, they stay on their action cards whenever the card moves in the river.
Yep.
Yep.
We still have 3 available dice, so let's attempt to heal a creature from the shadow by choosing the heal card. To heal a creature, you must gain successes equal to the number of red dots on the creature card. The heal card is currently in the 4 location, and you need 1 success to heal the cry. Roll your 3 remaining dice and get at least 1 success. Oh yes, it's on the 4. We got 3 successes. When you successfully heal a creature, first remove the creature from the river and place it face up on the creature discard pile, or space, on the right dashboard. Then gain the number of crystals found on the bottom right of the creature card. The Cryee rewards us with 1 crystal. For now, let's choose to also place it on the light card along with the others we placed previously. My goodness. Each card can contain a maximum of 3 crystals. It's good to know. Well, they indicate that. Finally, finish the action and clean up the river. Leave prologue card 20.
It is now the shadow phase. The only creature to activate is the Wildbark, because the Wildbark has a stun token on it. Instead of losing spirit, we simply remove the stun token.
Oh, okay.
Then follow the after activation effect on the card as normal.
End of the river.
Finally, clean up the river. Then continue the shadow phase by advancing the shadow marker 1 space toward the center of the Wildwoods.
Okay.
Track. There are no shadow effects this time.
This is true.
It is now the start of another Luma phase. Retrieve all of your dice from the used dice space. Each action card also has a bottom ability you can choose to perform. For example, the heal card. The heal card's bottom ability allows you to gain 1 spirit for each success, which moves your spirit marker to the left.
Mm-hmm.
For now, let's choose the Explorer card. Its bottom ability says, for each success, draw 1 Explorer card. Choose 1 to keep and discard the others.
Okay.
Follow the same steps as before. Roll the card towards you, choose a number of dice to roll, and count successes.
We do get 2 successes. So we draw 2 Explorer cards.
For each success, draw 1 Explorer card. Choose
Okay.
1 to keep and discard the others.
We have mud and berries. Does it say which one I'm supposed to choose?
After the prologue, whenever you attempt the top ability of an action card and fail to gain another success by rolling dice and spending crystals, you may always choose to perform the bottom ability instead by using the successes that you rolled.
Oh, okay, so if you're going for the top half of the ability and you miss it, you get a fallback to get something out of it.
Okay. You can, if you don't succeed on the top, you can choose to do the bottom.
Yeah. Did it on the other side? Did it tell us which one to take?
No. It says draw 1 Explorer, choose 1 to keep, and discard the other.
Okay.
It's not telling you which one to choose this time.
Maybe it'll tell us in a minute.
If you fail to get any successes, the attempt fails completely. Instead of resolving the effect, you would move that action card to the end of the river and clean up the river. Because you attempted the bottom ability of the Explorer action card and gained 2 successes, draw 2 Explorer cards.
Yes.
There are 2 types of Explorer cards, boons and banes.
Berries are a boon and mud is a bane.
Okay. Boons can be used to aid you, while banes will hinder you. Let's choose to keep the berries boon
Thanks.
card.
Yeah.
First, place it in your boon area on the left dashboard. Then discard the mud card by placing it face up in the Explore discard pile. Space. Finally, clean up the river. Over the course of Luma's journey, you will add additional boon and bane cards to your Explore deck. Some of these cards represent companions, while others represent traumas. This is the second side, if you would like to read it.
Now let's look at the final location. Some locations, such as Onward, have a Wildwoods icon on them, which is like this icon here. In order to attempt these locations, the light marker must be on the center space of the Wildwoods track. To do this, let's perform the bottom ability of the light card. For each success we gain, we will advance the light marker one space toward the center of the Wildwoods track. Because the light marker needs to move 4 spaces to reach the center of the Wildwoods track, and you only have 3 available dice remaining, now would be a good time to spend some crystals. Crystals on action cards can be spent to add 1 success per crystal, but only if you first roll at least 1 success. Roll all of your remaining dice and get at least 1 success. We did not. We roll again, because it's Berlin. Now we get 3 successes first. Then spend your crystals by returning them to the crystal space until you have enough successes to move the light marker to the center of the track. So we presume we had 1 success. We spend 3 crystals to get 4 successes and move the light token 4 spaces.
Which will be here?
Yep. In this example, we advance the light marker to the center space in a single action. However, you do not need to do this and can instead advance the light marker over multiple actions. Now that the light marker has reached the center space of the Wildwoods track, the only thing left for Luma to prevail is to resolve the onward action. Unfortunately, you have used all of your available dice, meaning another shadow phase begins. Begin the shadow phase by activating the Wildvark. It attacks, causing you to lose 3 spirit. Oh no! You are out of spirit! That was 2. All the way around to the 3rd one. When you run out of spirit, continue losing spirit from the start of the spirit track, then draw a shadow card. Drawing the final shadow card always ends the chapter. Thankfully, the ability on the Luna and Brom card can prevent us from drawing the final shadow card.
What are you supposed to move first?
Oh, did we not clean up the river? Read the ability on the Luma and Brom card and follow the instructions.
I'm not supposed to draw this? Luma is brave and kind. She is guarded by Brom, a fierce old bear with a loyal heart. Instead of drawing the final shadow card, place Brom on the top of the shadow discard pile with the protect side face up. Then flip this card.
Put the shadow card back here. Put the Brom card up onto the shadow discard.
Protect.
Oh. That's the Brom card. During the Luma phase, if Brom is not on the shadow discard pile, you may spend crystal from any action card to light 1 creature, then flip this card. With Brom holding off the shadow, we still need to follow the after activation effect of the Wildvark card and clean up the river. Then for the last step of the shadow phase, advance the shadow marker 1 space toward the center of the Wildwoods track. If the shadow marker ever reaches the center space, even if the light marker is already there, the shadow prevails. It's only 1 space away. You can do this. Begin the Luma phase by retrieving your dice and choosing the Explore card option to attempt the final Explore location onward. The Explore card is currently in the 5+ space. This will be difficult. Roll all 5 of your available dice and get at least 1 success to resolve the location. We did it! Place a location marker on the onward location, then draw and read Story Card 2. Don't forget to clean up the river.
Story 2. Reflection. Was this a taste of things to come? What had afflicted these creatures and caused them to act so unnaturally? Is this what had frightened the deer? Luma pondered the encounter. Perhaps she and Brom could heal them, heal the forest. It was not far away now. On play, Luma prevails. Read the Luma prevails section.
First, read the section titled Luma Prevails at the top of the storybook. If you resolve the onward location, travel to Scene 2, Into the Dark. Congratulations, you've completed the scene and Luma has prevailed. You are now instructed to travel to Scene 2, Into the Dark. To travel, we will follow the travel steps listed on the top of the right dashboard. Discard creatures from the river. Clean up the river. Crystals stay on cards. Remove markers from the scene. Go to the next scene or save the game. Read prologue card 26.
First, discard all creature cards from the river and place them face up in the discard pile. Clean up the river. Then remove the light, shadow, and location markers from the scene. Finally, turn the page to Scene 2, Into the Dark, and continue the story.
Luma sat on the bank of the river and rested her head against Brom's reassuring leg. She smiled as the Wildvark happily dug up some thick roots from the sodden soil. Her light had cleansed the crimson shadows from the creature, but the act had drained her spirit. Every time she used the light, Luma drew closer to the brink, and she worried she might lose herself to the shadow. It made her feel frightened and abandoned, just like when the Nightmare came to visit her in the dead of night. In her heart, Luma understood that if the shadows continued to spread, it wouldn't just be the forest that suffered. Everything she loved would be in danger. The creatures she cared for, her home at the river's edge, even Brom.
The old bear heaved his body forward with a deflated sigh and nudged Luma gently. As his warmth reached her, Luma's dark thoughts began to subside, and a sense of calm returned to her heart. I am ready, Brom, Luma said, meeting his eyes. The bear peered at the looming forest and then back at Luma. He nodded, as he always did when she shared her visions and fears with him. With Brom by her side and a newfound light growing inside her, Luma gathered her courage and marched toward the unknown. Something, or someone, called her to heal the forest. She must be ready to face whatever shadows awaited. But with each step, the weight of responsibility grew heavier, and her nerves started to get the better of her again. Luma held onto Brom tighter and tighter with each passing step as her old doubts returned. If I fail, everything will be lost.
Congratulations on completing the prologue. Take the rules reference from the game box and place it nearby. It is a helpful guide to remind you of the rules you just learned in the prologue. Set aside the Luma card, the Brom card, and the 4 action cards. These will continue with you from now on. Return all other cards to the game box. Chapter 1 will provide you with a new deck of cards during chapter setup. I didn't say the shadow? I guess it's going here. I'll put them back into the prologue.
Yeah.
Cards and all these. I can rearrange those, that's fine. Return all crystals, location, markers, and stun tokens to their supply spaces. Turn the page to chapter 1. Howls in the Wind to set up the first chapter.
Are you going to play more tonight?
Probably not. But I think what this lets you do is you do that, right? And then you can
Yeah.
close these over. Oh, just a second. close that one over, and that'll close this over.
Yep.
And now your space is saved, so when you come back to it, you can open right back up to where you started.
Mm-hmm.
Seem good?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think that's a pretty fun game. I'm looking forward to doing some more of it with you.
Yeah.
So there you have it. A little introductory prologue for Storyfold Wildwoods. I mean, it's a good intro, a little tutorial to show you how to do it. Now we'll have to try to see if we can get to it sometime in the next week and play it again, so that we can maybe, hopefully, remember the rules and get interested in maybe play the story some more.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, kids, it was a short session, but we got a chance to hang out together. I like it. We get together every now and then just for the funs. Just so you guys know, Monday night we're going to be playing. What is that game we're playing on Monday night? It's one of the new ones that Martha's bringing up. So I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But we got an open game, and then Tuesday I know we're playing Luthier. Because we're skipping a week on Iridia while somebody's absent, and then we can come back in. CO2. Yeah, I think that's right. I think you're correct, Bronco. It's CO2, which is a Lacerda game, so that's going to take a little while if it's like any other Lacerda game I've ever played. And then Friday, it should be our final game of Ticket to Ride Legacy. We'll finally finish that up with everything in play and find out who the ultimate winner was. I really hope it's me. But we don't know. We'll find out on Friday.
What if I say I hope it's me?
Well, you can hope it's you. That's okay.
Okay.
Hope you're not too disappointed when it's not.
Mm.
Anyway, kids, it's been great having you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I love you guys, and we'll see you later. Have a good evening.